Adrian Peterson doing his best version of Mike Tyson Punch-Out. Plus plenty more on today's episode. But first, I need you to check out 5 Star Bath Solutions of Minneapolis because they transformed our bathroom in 48 hours, and that is their promise. Why pay the same thing for an 8-week-long project when you can get your project done in 48 hours and it's a full bathroom remodel? Makes no sense. Why cram into your teeny tiny bathroom downstairs getting ready for work while the kids get ready for school when you can contact 5 Star Bath Solutions of Minneapolis and it can be done in days? Our prior bathroom was old, moldy, disgusting, embarrassing, blue floors, mold in the shower, handrails everywhere, a step going into the shower. It felt small and tight. We had one sink, a brown vanity, an ugly countertop, a mirror that was gross, and then voila. 5 Star Bath Solutions of Minneapolis remodeled the entire thing in 48 hours, and we got our bathroom back in days. New floor, new vanity. We went from 1 sink to 2 sinks, a new mirror, a new surround in the shower, a new bathtub. Everything's new. Everything's different. 48 hours. And we had our bathroom back. And we loved it. We love it. So that's why I'm telling you about it. 5 Star Bath Solutions of Minneapolis. Your entire bathroom can be remodeled in 48 hours. All right, Adrian Peterson. Hall of Fame player, soon to be. One of the greatest all-time running backs in Minnesota Vikings history, has had a lot of off-the-field trouble going back to his days with the Vikings. The reason why the Vikings got rid of him, 1, he was getting old. 2, it was alleged that he used a twitch or switch on his son, who was young. Then he bounced around from team to team a little bit, was a part of the Lions at one point in his career. And if you ask Adrian Peterson, he will still say that he could break the all-time rushing record because that's the type of player he is. He believes that he can do things like that. And you ask Adrian Peterson now, and he'll tell you that he's in the best shape of his life and he's ready to attack the football. He was an MVP. He did carry the Vikings roster with Christian Ponder as quarterback into the playoffs after they beat the Green Bay Packers in the final week of the season. He's also in a massive amount of debt. Former Viking star Adrian Peterson has been ordered to turn over assets to pay off a debt of over $12 million. This debt stems from a $5.2 million loan he took out in 2016. Interest and fees have been accumulated, causing the debt to balloon significantly. Well, this tells us a few things about Peterson. He does not know how to handle money very well, just like a lot of NFL players. Adrian Peterson made a lot in his career. I believe he signed a deal, $100 million. Adrian Peterson's career earnings from his 15-year NFL career, 2007 to 2021, totaled over $103 million. The majority of his earnings came from his time with the Minnesota Vikings, where he played 10 seasons. Despite earning a substantial amount of money, he has also faced financial difficulties and has been ordered to turn over assets to address debt, according to CBS Sports. Now, the first reaction from me and from everybody is, how do you blow through $103 million so quickly? And the easy response to me and others who think that is, well, I've never seen $103 million, and I would probably spend money in places that I think I could spend money in places when I can't spend money in those places. If I made over $103 million. And then Adrian Peterson must have an affection for Mike Tyson Punch-Out, because we don't know the background. We don't know what happened, but he is playing poker. He is betting. He is putting money on the line. We know that for sure, unless he's playing with a bag of chips. Highly unlikely. But here's video of Peterson in this interaction with a random boy. There's a story on motorcyclesports.net that says Adrian Peterson's shocking fight caught on camera leaves multiple victims bloodied and bruised, written on June 20th of 2025. Now, Adrian Peterson, as great as he was on the football field, his off the field problems is just as messy as he was on the field. The debt, the issues with fights. It would appear that Adrian Peterson is having some problems. And it's really, when you take everything into consideration, it is sad to see how a player that was loved by so many, really not including me. I never really loved Adrian Peterson. I was never a huge Adrian Peterson fan in terms of how much I loved him. Great player, phenomenal running back, cheered for him to score touchdowns and break away. He's loose. But I never really loved Adrian Peterson. Just like other players. I don't love LeBron. I didn't love Adrian Peterson. He was entertaining to watch, but I was not overly fascinated with the player. But it is sad to see a player that was a one-time MVP in the league and is one of the greatest running backs in the Vikings organization fall this far. And he's only 40 years old. $12 million he has to fork over because of his debt. Getting in fights at a Texas poker club. The dude has lots of issues going on in his life. And it's unfortunate because he is falling down. He is falling over. So, Adrian Peterson, and you look at the video, the guy did a pretty good job of fending off Peterson. Sure, Peterson's getting his punches in there, but I don't think the dude ever actually fell over. Which, if you're the guy that's taking the punches from Peterson's not a small guy. The dude is massive. I would love to know what was said or what was done. Because when I watch a video like this, the word that screams into my mind is composure. Composure. What would it take for a person like this to get punched out by Adrian Peterson? What did this guy say? What did this guy do? And where is the Peterson composure? Where is his understanding of the moment? Because I really don't care what the guy did. When you are attacking a dude with punches left and right, there's a bigger problem at play, and it's your lack of composure. You can trash talk or throwing punches is a different ballgame. And this brings me back to my story. When I lived in Washington, D.C., I ran all the time. I was a big runner. I lived in Washington, D.C. for 3 years, from 2016 to 2019, working for Sirius XM Radio, and I did a lot of running. And a little something about Washington, D.C., there's a large homeless population, and the homeless population is very intertwined with the city and the businesses in the city. And you work at a business office here, well, there's a big homeless park right there. And I remember going for a run one time, and a homeless guy, I dodged it because I'm quick, hocked up a loogie and spit it at my leg, very purposefully. And my first thought was, I'm not going to punch this guy, because here's how the world works. And this is how the Adrian Peterson video worked. Nobody has video of what caused the Adrian Peterson fight. But what happens is the fight breaks out, they pull out their cameras, and this makes Peterson look like an idiot. Now, the exact same thing would have been accurate in my scenario. If I punch out this homeless man that tried to spit on my leg, nobody would have video of the homeless man spitting on my leg, but people would have pulled out their cameras and took a video of me punching this homeless man and not treating homeless people with respect. And that would be the story. That would be the perception of what I was doing. So you've got to be aware of the situation, about what you're about to cause, the thing that's about to stir up. Because, again, nobody has video of what caused Peterson to try to knock this guy out. But they have video of Peterson trying to knock him out. And you throw in the debt, you throw in the punches, you throw in the issues off the field, and it makes Peterson look really, really bad. And that's why I bring up the composure. And just a few weeks ago, April 25th, Peterson was in Minnesota, because I think he has children that live in Minnesota. Former NFL running back Adrian Peterson faces DWI charge in Minnesota. And people make mistakes. This happens. But this is a list that's growing longer and longer for a player that was great and was legendary. And a DWI, punching out, his debt, his off the field issues with his family. It's tough. It's sad to see anybody do that, but particularly someone so close to Minnesota. So, anyway, those are my thoughts on that. It's a bummer that Peterson is becoming an eyesore. But anyways, those are just my thoughts on it. Remember to check out 5-Star Bass Solutions of Minneapolis. Thanks for watching and listening today, and I hope you all have a good day.